Guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Chloe and I like makeup. So today I have done a full face of first impressions. I have lots of different things. I have Jaclyn Cosmetics, Anastasia, I have a lot of drugstore makeup. So I'm not going to mess around too much. So if you would like to see my first impressions on these products and how I created this look, then please keep on watching. I'm going to start off with eyes today, and I actually have the Soph X Revolution Extra Spice palette, and I know this is quite old but I've never actually tried it. So this is what it looks like inside. It's just quite neutral. I think I'm going to kind of stick with the more purpley toned and a little bit of a sunset eyes. So I also have the Peel Aways paints, these here. So I have the shade Blank Canvas, which is the nude one, which I'm actually going to use to prime my eye. And then I have the shade Ecstasy, which is this really lovely purple. And I have this little glittery one, which is called You're Glowing. It's a silver glitter. So I'm actually going to start with the shade Blank Canvas to prime my eyelids. And I feel like this one's quite weird. This one's really watery. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not. But I'm just going to take it on the back of my hand. So I'd say it's a lot thinner than the other one. I have swatched the other one and that's quite thick. I'm just going to take this in a Dress Up 142 brush and I'm just going to put this all over my lid. So it is very thick. I've probably took too much already, and I've actually started bringing my eyeshadow primer right through my eyebrow because I do my eyebrows last now. So I do want to make sure this is pretty set because I'm going to go over top of it with the purple. So it is obviously really full coverage. I'd say it's a lot more full coverage than the Peel Aways base. My eyebrows look so funny like this. So now I'm just going to take some of Ecstasy on the back of my hand. And this one is actually so much thicker. You can see it's really hard to actually get out the tube. I'm just taking a tiny little bit of that. And that's how it looks. It's so pigmented. And I'm going to take this on a Dress Up 226 brush. And I'm just going to do a kind of half cut crease with it. So it's actually coming off more blue than purple. I'm not worrying about doing this too neat because I'm going to blend it out anyway. I'd definitely say it's more of a blue tone than a purple. So now I'm just going to take a little M507 and just go right around the edges of that ever so slightly. This will just help it dry down as well. So it definitely is more blue. It's definitely not purple at all. It does blend out very easily though. I'm just kind of taking the excess off on my hand. So I think I'm actually going to do one eye at a time just because I'm using these bases. I'm scared that they're going to dry down. So now I'm going to go into the Soph palette and I'm going to take this shade here, which is Mulled Wine, and I'm just taking that on an M507 brush again. There's quite a bit of fallout. I'm hoping this will add back a little bit more purple because this definitely isn't purple. So they are really, really pigmented shades and it's gone on beautifully. I'm hardly even dipping my brush in. I'm just ever so slightly tapping in. So I would say that blue underneath definitely added some depth into it. It is a lot deeper. And now I'm going to go in with the shade 21 here. And I'm just going to go right around that again with an M506 brush. And just the same again, this one doesn't have as much fallout. but it's still very pigmented. You can see that was one tap. They're so pigmented. This has such a nice colour, it's like a raspberry. It's not quite red, but it's not quite pink. And it's blending beautifully with that purple and blue. So I'm just going to go back and forward with that purple and raspberry colour just to kind of add the colour back in. Although I won't have to do it much because it is very pigmented and the colours are sticking very well. So again with the M506 I'm taking the shade Sweet and Sour, this kind of light orange shade, and I'm just going to go right over the top again. And same situation with the Fallout. And then wow, the orange is a lot brighter on the eye than what it looks in the pan, and the pan doesn't look too exciting. But wow, and if you've seen my videos before, I do bring my eyeshadow right up to my eyebrow. That's just the way I like it. I'm barely even touching my skin with this shade. It's a beautiful colour. I know it does look quite messy just now, but it will come together. So just back in with that shade 21 and just add the pink back in. And I do actually find that it's coming across a lot more harsh on camera than what it is. The pink shade isn't really showing up, but it looks really harsh here on camera, but I promise it's not in real life. Now with my M562 I'm taking a yellow shade, and again that's just going to go right up into my brow. And when I'm applying my yellows I'm quite messy with them, I just take them right up to my brow. I just think it looks nicest. And make sure to get right into this inner corner. I'm so surprised at how well this performs for, I think £10 was it? Maybe not even £10, I'm not sure how much it was. I can't believe I've not bought this sooner. I do want to get my hands on the highlighting palette too. I know everyone knows about that. So again, it's a really lovely yellow. So what I will say is, this eye here pretty much has not creased at all compared to the normal Peely's base. I feel like that creases so badly on me. This is literally only creased the tiniest little bit in here. So I'm really impressed with that. So now I'm just going to go off camera and do my other eye, and I'm going to cut my crease with some makeup remover to apply the silver shimmer. So now I'm going to take the silver Peely's base, You're Glowing, and this is in like more of a squeezy tube. So I'm just going to take that out. So that's what it looks like here. And I'm going to take this on a blank canvas F17 brush. This is quite a thin formula, if you can see. And I'm just going to go over my cut crease with that. So straight away it's so intense. It doesn't feel like chunky either. I was worried it would feel kind of like gritty, but it does just feel very thin, just like the normal base would. I feel like it is a tiny bit patchy. It's hard to see it. It does look nice through the camera, but I just feel like there's some tiny little patches where when I'm patting it on, it's, yeah, you can see there, it's lifting. So I'm going to leave that to dry down for a little bit. I don't want to mess around with it too much. I think this is really nice for like a base. Although it is kind of hard to pick up off my hand, that's just stuck to my hand now. There's nothing coming off. So I'm not too sure kind of what videos to film next. If you comment below just to kind of let me know what you'd like to see. Obviously my first two videos back to YouTube have been first impressions video. I have done a first impression on the Huda Pastel Mint palette, that will be linked up here. But yeah, if there's anything specific or any kind of tutorials you'd like to see, then let me know. I know tutorials are kind of out of fashion on YouTube now. And again, you can see there's a big patch here. So I'm just going to kind of feather the edges in with the purple. Hopefully it lets me. I'm not sure if this is like a type of base you go over with like a shadow to set it or not. So I'm just buffing in these edges. I did add a tiny bit of black in with the purple. And again, it does look really harsh here, but I promise it's not in real life. And I'm just kind of pushing it inwards to blend these two shades together. And I do like to kind of angle the fade in here. I'm not sure why, I just think it looks nicest. So even when I'm going over this base, the shadows are blending fine on top of it. I feel like all the products I'm using today are like products that everybody knows and loves. I'm just late to the game, as always. I think the eyes look so beautiful. I don't really want to like disturb this base, but I do feel like I should like go over it with something. So I'm going to take the tiniest little bit of this silver here, which is the shade Infinity, which I think is quite close to this shade. And I'm going to just tap it on ever so slightly, just to set it a tiny little bit. And again, it just kind of makes it pop a little bit more. Even the shimmers in this palette are so nice. So that is the top half of my eyeshadow done. I think it does look really, really beautiful. Especially in person, I feel like my camera always makes the darkest colour look so much more harsh than what it actually is. So now I'm going in with the NYX Vinyl liquid liner. Again, I'm late to the game. I don't really tend to like liquid liner as much as I used to. I used to love liquid liner, and now I hate it. I hate it so much. So all I'm going to do is just a line right across the lash line, because I really don't want to do a wing and mess this up. So it's kind of an awkward length. I feel like I like quite short liners. Yeah, it's an awkward length to hold. So it is really black. So it's a really nice liquid liner. I don't know if it'll dry down. It is quite shiny right now. Hopefully it dries down a bit. So then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the black shade, which is Reputation. I'm just going to blend this into the outer corner. I just kind of wiggle over the liner, just so it isn't so harsh, even though it will be hidden when my lashes go on. So now I'm going to go off camera and stick on my lashes, do my mascara. I don't have any mascara. And then I'll be back for the lower lash line. So I have just finished my eyes off camera, just so this video isn't about an hour long. So overall thoughts on the palette is, I do think it's amazing. For the price, it is absolutely amazing. The pigment is incredible. So obviously I've just done a sunset eyes, and I just used the same colours underneath as what I've done above. And the peelies bases as well, the paints, I think are amazing too. I would say I think I prefer the blank canvas more as an eye base than the actual peelies base. I feel like it doesn't crease as much, and I feel like my shadow stuck to it so much better. So now I'm going to go into my face, and first of all I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I do really love the original putty primer, but obviously I've never tried this one, so I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm just going to kind of dot it all over my face. Normally I do use quite a lot of this, because obviously it's pore filling. I do have quite a lot of pores on my cheeks, but straight away I can see there is a glow. So I'm just going to rub that all over my face. And it feels quite cooling. I don't know if it's supposed to feel like that or if I'm just imagining things, but it feels cooling. But there definitely is a nice glow from it. and I'd say it still is filling my pores. I know this does look really messy, but it's just mixing with the concealer from under my eyes. I'd say it feels a little bit thinner than the original. The original is quite thick. It definitely does add a nice glow. So now I have the Conceal and Hydrate foundation from Makeup Revolution. I've never tried any of the Makeup Revolution foundations. So I have the shade F6, which I'm going to use all over my face. And I'm going to actually use the shade F12 as a contour. I did get this originally for my fake tan shade. Because these are in a frosted bottle, it looks a lot lighter than what it actually is. So obviously this was too dark for me, so I bought F6. So I'm just going to kind of pump this straight onto my face. It's probably going to be a little bit too dark, but I'm wearing a high neck. And I'm just taking this on a little Real Techniques 200 brush. And I'm just going to kind of buff this onto my skin. So there definitely is a glow from it. And the shade's not too bad, to be honest. And the coverage, I'd say the coverage is pretty medium so far. So I would say it's sitting really nicely on my skin. Some foundations do tend to cling a little bit. But even on my nose it's looking okay. So far this is 3 pumps. And it has pretty much covered my full face. It definitely has a nice glow. It does look really nice on my skin. I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence about this foundation, but so far I'm enjoying it. So I'm not actually going to add any more layers of foundation, just because I'm obviously going to have concealer and I'm going in with a contour, and I do have a few other cream products. So with the darker shade, I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, and this is the shade here, and I'm just going to take it with that same brush, and I'm going to kind of work it in the back of my hand. Yeah, so it's actually a really nice shade for kind of cream bronzer. And I'm just going to buff that right into my skin. I think this looks really beautiful together. I know right now it looks really shiny, but obviously I still do have to powder down. So I do think the foundations look beautiful together. They are sitting really nice on my skin, which I'm surprised about. Even on my nose, it's stuck really nicely to my nose. So now I'm taking the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer, and this is in shade F5. I think this is just supposed to be like more full coverage. So I'm just going to pop that under my eye. I probably could have went a lighter shade with this, but it's okay. And I'm just going to pop that in all my normal. I feel like this brush isn't picking up as much product. I know I'm not really the biggest fan of the Revolution ones, but I feel like this one especially is not really picking up too much. So then I'm just taking a little brush and I'm just going to pat that into my skin. And I'm just going to merge the bronzer and the concealer together. So again, there is no issues with concealer. I would say it's only a tiny bit more full coverage than the original Conceal and Define. I wouldn't say it's major full coverage, but it does look really good with the foundation. So now I have from Nude Sticks the All Over Blush colour in the shade Sunstrip, and this, you can use this for your face, lips or eyes. So it just comes in a little stick like this, one end has the product and one end actually has the brush. So I'm just going to take some of the product on my cheek, hopefully. I'm hoping this doesn't take any of my foundation off. That much. So I'm going to try this little brush and I'm just going to kind of stipple it in. So it's a really nice colour. If you watch my channel you probably know I love blush. And it's just a kind of nice corally colour. It doesn't seem to have taken off my foundation at all. It is really lovely. And I do like a lot of blush, so I know some people wouldn't put as much of this on. It is really, really lovely. And this little brush actually works really well. And what I will say is I'm actually not noticing too much creasing underneath my eyes with that concealer. And I'm just going to kind of dab over my nose because I do apply blush to my nose. You can see it's just a tiny little bit. So that is all for cream products. I think my base looks really, really nice. It looks really glowy, really hydrated, everything's settled nicely. So now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. So first of all I'm just going to take that right underneath my eye and just powder underneath there. And then any excess I'm just going to take kind of around my jawline and just dust it away. So I would say definitely, I wouldn't say it's too much of a glow, but there definitely is still a glow there. It's not mattifying me in any way. So now I'm just going to take a little bit on my forehead. And I feel like it's really smoothing everything out. Yeah, it's definitely smoothed out my forehead a good bit. So again, that is another winner. So now I have this little Revolution Sculpt and Glow Contour and Highlight palette. This is in the shade Desert Sky. So this is what they look like here. I'd say for a drugstore they do look quite good. The highlight shade is more peachy. So I'm just going to take my, I don't know what this is that's rubbed off. It is a Morphe brush though. There is I don't know if this is actually going to be dark enough for me, but we shall see. Oh yeah, definitely. So I'd say this is more of a cool tone colour, which I don't mind. We have the warmth underneath with that foundation, so it'll kind of balance itself out. But it is looking good, it's going on well, it is pigmented, I wouldn't say it's too pigmented. Yeah. I do like to take quite a lot of bronzer underneath my lip just to make them look bigger. And it is a really kind of buttery formula. It's not too powdery, it's not too dry. So I think it's a really nice bronzer. Especially for as cheap as what it is. It has done the job nicely. It's not patchy. Now we have the Morphe Blushing Babes in the shade Pop of Coral. This kind of reminds me of the Anastasia ones with the little 3 pans. So I think, of course, I'm inclined to go with this one here because of the shimmer. It reminds me a lot of NARS Orgasm. So I'm going to go with that one, but I would say this one here would actually work as a bronzer for me. Oh, it's a lot more orange tone, but I feel like I could get away with it. So I'm just going to pop that right over my cheeks. It's very pigmented. And obviously I do love blush, so I don't really mind too much of it. I'm just going to buff that in, and I do like to kind of go over everything at the end just to blend everything in. So I would say this is very similar to NARS Orgasm, and this is also the difference with the powder blush and this side just with the cream blush. I feel like the cream blush is really settled in. It's not disappeared, it's still there, but it has kind of settled into my skin a lot more. And then again, I'm just taking it over my nose slightly. And blush also does tend to settle down. Blush normally is the first product to go on your face, that's why I like to apply quite a lot. So still, my skin is looking perfect. I would say this is probably the best my skin's looked in a while. If I zoom you right in, you can see it's so smooth and so glowy. It just looks really healthy. So now is the exciting bit, the really exciting bit. So obviously for highlighter we have this one here, I'm not going to use. So I have the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlighter palette. I have always wanted this palette, but when it came out originally I just didn't have the money, but it's so beautiful. I kind of dip my fingers in here. I will say they are quite glittery, but I don't mind. But also I got the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighter, and this is the loose highlighter, like the intense one. So I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of this and then top it with this. I know it's going to be a lot, but it's okay. So obviously these shades are quite pale, which I actually like. I feel like all these shades would suit me, and I feel like these two would be really good kind of in between blush and highlight. So I'm actually going to take the shade here, which is Forever Young. I feel like these two are slightly too dark for me right now, and this one almost has more of a bluey reflect to it. So I'm just going to go in with Forever Young. I'm so excited. And I like to put my highlight like right here, just so when you smile you can really like see it. Wow. So for it being glittery, I'll zoom in. It's not really emphasising anything. And I'm just going to bring it right back ever so slightly. And then I do go over my highlight with my blush again. I kind of like to go over everything. So I'm going to pop this everywhere. So it does, it really like melts into your skin, like for it being so glittery, it just gives you a really nice glow. So lovely. And again, I'm just going to kind of put it everywhere, okay? Just everywhere. I love it. So now this is the shade Extra. It's sit here, and this, I think this is £29. You can get it on the Morphe website. I do really want the palette, but the palette I think is like £60, which I can't justify that. So I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit because I really don't think I'm going to need much. And again, this does look quite glittery, so I'm going to put it right on here. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. So I'm just going to buff that back a little bit. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to take this little second. Okay. So it's very intense. Obviously, once you buff it out, it's not as intense, so that's it. I've not buffed that out at all. And then now you can kind of see it's coming together. So my skin just does look so healthy. I love it. I'm so happy. I didn't expect this to go so well. I'm so happy. I know I've still not done my eyebrows, but I'll do that soon. So now for the final item, I have this little Maybelline lipstick. This is in the shade Beige Babe. And I know again, I'm late to the party. I know everybody uses this, everybody loves this. So I'm just gonna shove it on. I've not used a normal lipstick in so long. Oh, that's so creamy. Wow. Oh my god. I've not felt a lipstick like that ever. It just glides on. It tastes amazing too. It's very similar to Jeffree Star Mannequin, if anyone likes that shade. And it is one of my favourite shades. It's such a beautiful shade. And the formula is amazing. So now I'm going to go and do my eyebrows and then I'll be right back. So this is the final look. I have done my eyebrows. So I'm really not sure what to say. Every single product I used, I loved. Not one thing I didn't like. I think my skin looks beautiful. The eyeshadow is beautiful. The lipstick feels amazing. So I really don't have anything much to say apart from every product I used is amazing. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope I'll see you again soon. And please make sure you subscribe for more.